Hello and welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine, and this is going to be the August reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And be sure to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to get additional messages. Also, keep in mind that these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I also may be describing you or the person that you're dealing with. If you got to switch the energies around, then do so. But don't force something to fit. If it doesn't resonate at all, then it's not your message. If you'd like a personal reading, all the information is below. If you would like to support the channel and make a donation, donations are greatly appreciated. You can also see how to do that below. If you would like a chance to win the next free one-question reading contest, do leave a comment on any video that I upload in the month of August. I will pick a winner at the end of the month, and you will have your reading within the first week of September. Can you believe it's September already? Jeez. Traditional Celtic cross, overview, challenge or obstacle, advice. Now, I guess let us start here. We're at the fork in the road. Some of you are needing to make a choice in regards to something, someone. Let us see. Number 13. Essential meanings. Time to make a decision. Considering the consequences as you prepare to act. Owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. The Oracle's message, every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and you're being asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams? By choosing left or by choosing right, will you take the road less traveled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present and do not avoid this junction, for it is an important crossroad. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. That's a nice way of saying it could be shitty or it can be good. But either way, it'll be a rich and meaningful experience. Can I take the road with the least amount of shit, please? Relationship message. You've reached a moment of truth in the evolution of your relationship. Which will you choose? To open up to the possibility of love or to remain isolated? To go deeper and commit to mutual passion or walk away? This is a time to take responsibility for your truest desire and follow it. Be honest with yourself about what you're willing to do, invest, and give. Then choose. You cannot make a wrong choice. Who writes this stuff here? I think many of us would beg to differ. There's been a couple of wrong choices, but again, all is a lesson. So if you learn something, you're supposed to find the silver lining. It's just a good way to make yourself feel better for making a shitty choice. But I guess they want you to look at it as like you can't make a wrong choice. But again, I beg to differ. If you move forward with a relationship, know that it will be based in truth and authenticity. You will have made a conscious decision rather than simply hanging on because you don't want to be alone, or ending things because you're afraid of the intensity of genuine connection. All roads lead to the lessons you must learn in your relationships. Regardless of the decision you make, it will place you on the path of a truer experience of the heart. So, whether you got to leave something behind, or we're afraid to start something new, whatever it is, it's we're needing to come from a place of honesty within ourselves. But again, what we want and what we deserve, and etc., etc. Prosperity message. You've come as far as you can on this part of your journey, and now you're faced with a choice. Inherent in this choice is the need for change, for evolution, and for the bettering of your circumstances. Narrow it down to just a single question. What do I need to become, and what do I need to believe in order to live a life of prosperity? Answer honestly and from the heart. Then the decision about which way to go will be effortless. Know that abundance is all around you. Choose to see it, and it will be easier to settle on a direction. So the way will be made clear by your intuition, which knows how to steer you towards your well-being. Protection message: indecision is extremely frustrating. Ah! And will lead to anxiety, loss, and confusion. At this juncture, you can't remain in place without losing your way altogether. Avoid the tendency to let others choose for you, which amounts to a settled refusal to take responsibility. Don't give your power away, not even to this oracle. By not making a choice, you are making a choice, okay? For which you must be accountable. If that choice leads to undesirable circumstances, take heart. Spirit never tires of giving you second chances. You can always start again once you've learned this valuable lesson. Ah, this frickin' place. And all this stuff here that you go through that leaves us feeling all jacked up. Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is either you or the person you're dealing with. Of course, if it's an aspect of the self, it could be in the lowest emotional insecurity, or it's also codependency, talking about staying in situations just because we don't want to be alone. It's better to be by yourself than to be with somebody who's, got you all jacked up. It's much better. It may not seem like it, but again, that fear of abandonment stuff, that childhood wounding is real. And again, keeps you in karmic situations, keep you accepting less than what you deserve, keep you allowing people to treat you like shit, like a doormat, loving them more than you love yourself, ignoring all the red flags. They could be planted on your face and you still don't want to see, because everything looks rosy with those glasses on. Refusing to see the truth in situations, again, needing to decide, what do I deserve? What do I want? What do I got to do in order to have that? If that means, again, letting go of our fears, whether that's walking away from something or walking into something. Feeling out of touch with our emotions, again, forced to restrict how you really feel inside. But again, that's a choice. Don't hide how you feel. And again, out of fear of losing somebody. Again, if somebody if somebody truly cares about you, they'll want you to speak honestly, especially if call them out on their shit. Helps them to grow. But if you gotta fear that, then that tells you right there something's wrong. Never be afraid to speak your truth, how you feel. Never be afraid to call somebody out on their shit because you're afraid of they'll get mad and they'll leave. Bye. Don't nobody got time for that. Like I said, grown people that need rearing all over again. Got no home training. Or the home training they got was all whacked out. Because again, we imitate what we see, right? And there's a lot of broken children walking around in dope bodies. That's why we're needing to understand the reason why all things happen. People need to own their own sides of the street, hold themselves accountable again for their own choices, actions, behaviors, and those that we can't grow with, we need to grow away from. Don't stay in nothing that'll keep you stuck and stagnant and unhappy, because it's not serving your highest and best, and it's not serving somebody else's to enable them in their own shit. People need to be called out. Again, those who are genuine and really care won't mind. And those that want to keep you jumping through hoops or miserable and keeping you in fear, and you might be dealing with a narcissist. So again, I always tell everybody, know what you're dealing with. Bottling up our feelings, don't do that. increased stress and need to address it before we hit the boiling point, feeling disconnected spiritually, dissatisfied, growing realization that we need to find our path, or it's our imagination running away with us. It's also someone who's unreliable, though they mean well. Over emotional, weakness, thoughtlessness, moodiness, unstable, suspicious, secretive, manipulative, vindictive, mood swings, self-loathing, codependent, again, emotionally codependent. That fear of being alone, fear of abandonment, again, and what do you, if it's something that you're miserable in, what's the fear coming from? That's wounding. That's a lack of love from a particular parent that we're trying to recreate in a partner. That acceptance, so that whatever it is, it's all psychology. Life is psychology and spirituality. That's what it is. A mixture of both. The way you think, the way you show up, the way you believe about things you believe about yourself, how you engage in relationships, the type of things you entertain, all of it stems from how you grew up, society. You know, it all begins with recognizing our own shit. And when we can recognize our own, and we can recognize other people's, and we hold themselves accountable and hold ourselves accountable, our lives change for the better. Again, so we're either feeling some kind of way about a situation, in a situation, or we're dealing with somebody who's a real douche, or you're the douche. One of the three scenarios here. Now, but I don't think that it's you. I think that you're feeling some kind of way because someone else is being a douche. We got the fool. This is you. This is, wanting a new beginning. Wanting to, or somebody who's not open to love, too. Fearing it, I should say. The fool, again, taking a leap of faith, knowing that, spirit dogs encouraging you to release your fears and step into the unknown. Again, it's zero its potential. It's the fool's journey through life. This is all of us. Yeah. It's trying to regain, the realms of spirit. So it's about, again, seeing life from a soul on a spiritual journey, seeing it from this perspective. Again, out with the old and with the new, cycles, changes, lessons, growth, expansion. But it don't mean it isn't shit. It doesn't mean that you don't get mad. It doesn't mean that you're not your own worst enemy sometimes. It doesn't mean that you put up with a lot of bullshit. It doesn't mean that you're not sad for months, sometimes years. It doesn't mean that But again, there is the human part, which you will feel no matter how spiritual you are. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can know all this stuff and still be struggling with the self to go through it. You still get mad. You got to experience it. I mean, this is, you know what I'm saying? But spirit knows this. But they still are encouraging you, or you're trying to take a step into the new here. Uncharted territories, new experiences, again, personal growth and development and adventure, leaps of faith, trust in the universe, that you will find success. It's about being carefree. It's also a choice of vital importance. So if we're at that fork in the road, we're needing to decide. It's also about belief, faith, love, optimism, purity. The little dog there told you he's the protector, the guardian, and they'll push the fool to learn all the lessons that they came here to learn. Because you can't avoid them. You can hide out for 10 years in your house. and then go out and get whacked with all the stuff that you missed out on trying to be away from. I speak from experience. I spent many years kind of not engaging with the world. And then as soon as I came out, bow, 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 bow. So, like, you can't hide. You know, you could put it off, but it's coming for you. It's why you came here. Again, trust in the universe. Because you sure as hell ain't trusting the people around you. Either this is you, or you the one, walking away. You want to take leave of faith and trying to get away from this kind of person here. This is the one-up card. This is the resident asshole. Somebody does whatever the hell they want, treats people as means to an end, whatever the cost, as long as they feel like they're winning. They don't care who they hurt. Or this is you. Well, it's you. It's either you're the douche or you're dealing with the douche, as I mentioned earlier. Perhaps the fork in the road is deciding on whether or not we should change, if we are being this way. But of course, I don't think this is the case for you. I want to try to encourage, although I don't discriminate. I don't know who's coming to the reading. I speak for both sides. That's why I always tell people it's either you or the person you're dealing with. Because, again, everybody's got their light and dark sides. Some people, it's more, ingrained in who they are, and they'll never change. This is their karma, this is their lessons, whatever it is. But like I says, I read for whoever may be watching. So again, you could be on the receiving end, or you are the douche. Now, again, shallow victories, one-upmanship, nobody wins, disagreements that lead to tension and hostility. Thinking one has won, but we still lose, because we're hurting other people, or we're being hurt by this person here. Possibly, again, isolating ourselves, which means we're losing relationships. We're afraid of losing relationships. Others may have lost faith in you. Ask if your point of view is so important that you put your relationships in jeopardy. Again, if you're trying to one-up or whatever it is. It's a need to compromise as well, to see eye to eye with other people. Stop trying to, you know what I'm saying? Or you're wishing somebody would do that with you. Or you feel like that they can't. That's why you're trying to get the hell out of there. Make a choice. Or are we dealing with past people? Because again, like I said, we got a lot of people coming from the past. We got past people and new people coming in to test you. It's like we don't know. Or you're a past person trying to go back. We don't know what we're dealing with there. We got multiple scenarios on the table. Conquest, we need to again compromise, maybe possible future struggles that we're not aware of. Again, people being ambitious, but in a negative sense. Again, whatever costs. Either we're being the callous winner or the dejaded loser. I'm sorry, the price of winning was not enough for what we won. In the end, it's like, was it worth it? Betrayal, again, unfaithfulness, jealousy, or feeling just defeated. This is the environment. That's a real shitty card, too. 5 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords. It's like, oh, my God. The drama of it all. We're challenged by the Chariot. You could be dealing with a Cancer, or you got Cancer in your chart, or whatever. I don't really like throwing out signs. I think that confuses people. You could be dealing with an Aries or whatever. So the people who aren't, they're like, well, what's that? Is that me? I don't deal with signs, but I threw it out there anyway. Chariot is about, again, getting balance, balancing our shadow selves and our light aspects, future movement, leaving stuff behind, going towards a spiritual path, the fork in the road, again, the journey to here. Now, could also symbolize travel or leaving, Maybe somebody's leaving a situation. And this is us, starting at zero again. Now, master again our emotions, curbs our impulses, gaining control of ourselves or our environment. We're needing to, especially dealing with this kind of situation here. Now, whatever it is that you're going through, know the struggle is supposed to make you stronger. Again, it's the whole spiritual side. Now, conquest, victory, overcoming oppositions again through our confidence and control. Have a confidence again to begin anew. Make that choice. This fork in the road. Yeah. At the root, though, it's justice reverse. It's maybe somebody's getting a divorce. This could be the case, and it's been a nasty one. But we're ready to start anew and move the hell on. This is also, things not working out in our favor. Maybe perhaps we're looking to leave something behind because something just didn't work out in our favor. It's also about being dishonest to ourselves and others. Unwillingness to understand the deeper meaning, again, of why an event happened. Missing an important opportunity for greater understanding of yourself in life. Again, looking at our life as a whole, looking at the patterns. What did love look like to me as a child? How did that make me feel about myself? How did that overlap into my life? Career, health, relationships, how you show up. All stems from, again, self-esteem, how you feel about yourself. Are you confident? Do you love yourself? Do you respect yourself? Do you have boundaries, morals, standards, values, like all of this integrity, And if we're slacking in any of those areas, how are we noticing the patterns in our life where we're in repetitive situations with just different people, common denominator being us? We get what we allow, and we allow what we believe we deserve. And what we believe we deserve stems from how we feel about ourselves, or how we were made to feel about ourselves. Again, in regards to love, worth, value, acknowledgement, whatever it is, and it stems from, again, to parents. All of this stuff. Oh, and nobody ever thinks it stems back to this stuff, but it does. So again, it's about choices. Seeing, again, patterns in our life. Seeing we are where we are due to our choices, and why do we choose that? Why do we allow it? All these things. So this is the deeper meaning. Try to get the deeper meaning. And then we can move on with confidence, especially if we've learned lessons, right? And if we've grown through experiences, chalk it up as a lesson and keep it moving on to better things. You need to take responsibility. Again, you are where you are through your own choices. It's all about karmic justice too, or a need to release judgments of ourselves and other things. Might need to be more flexible, but also fair, just. It's about an unfair outcome, being biased, failing to see a truth, or needing to have a balanced view. Again, it could be divorce. But this is how, this is at the root. So this is the situation dealing with, this is how you kind of handle situations. Not holding oneself accountable, trying to dodge the bullet and blame others for your mistakes, and need to take responsibility. Again, so if this is the case, again, I don't know if who's the doer of the do here, but even still, both people got to own their sides of the street. So, but regardless, I see, somebody wanting to start over, or is going to be starting over, or needs to start over. We're challenged by forward movement, balance, clarity, something here. In the recent past, we were still carrying, we're at the 10, which is good. Because it's the ends, but obviously this person can't see where they're going because they're carrying all this stuff. So again, maybe it's getting clear so we can know where we're going, so we can feeling burdened here. We're needing to release some stuff. Um, or struggling to manifest something. Hoping to, reap some rewards through all their hard work and effort. But, again, maybe we're in a situation where it was, you're dealing with a douche and they didn't get any treated fairly, weighing you down, feeling oppressed and strained. This is also about moving, traveling, clearing out. So again, maybe somebody's moving or needing to move. Now, we should be aspiring to, what's crowning us is the 5 of Wands, but in the reverse. So this is obviously about having increased focus on our goals. Now, it doesn't have to be love. I mean, this could be work situations too. Because this is completion of a project. Maybe we're dealing with shady people at work. I haven't looked here. I got some love stuff. It always comes back to love. I try to throw in both. I mean, because we do deal with multiple things at once, but of course there's some love stuff in here. We're dealing with shady people in love too. Human nature. It's also a needing to be more assertive. So maybe we need to be working towards that so we don't get treated unfairly. It's also about conflict avoidance, deflecting or ignoring. Can't do that. Need a sigh of relief after conflict and struggle. Maybe that's why we're feeling free. Be glad to be out of that situation. Feeling more secure in your relationships, conflict free. This is what we should be working towards. So obviously, then we need to make sure that, we're not surrounding ourselves with shady people. People that don't have our best interests at heart, treat us like crap. Again, a need to focus on achieving our goals and staying committed, again, to our own healing, growth. So the best investment you can make is in yourself. You get right with yourself, and that will reflect outwardly. In the near future, we got the King of Pentacles. So this is either you, again, King. It could be male, female, doesn't matter. It's either you or the person you're dealing with. But this is obviously somebody that's, successful. This talks about ultimate fulfillment. High ambition. Someone who's sophisticated, who's material satisfaction. Someone who's all set. Maybe we're needing to work towards that. Again, this could be a work situation. Proud of the one's achievements. Serious about financial security. Maybe the person we're dealing with is coming in with some money, or we're coming in with some money, or we're focusing on ourselves and our stability. Or maybe, again, we leave in a situation with some shady people, and in the near future, we got somebody else coming in here. Or, again, the person we're already with will change, or we're needing to change our way of being. Again, financial responsibility, security, stable, someone who's grounded, someone who's trustworthy or in control, methodical, thinks things out, plans things out. um, finding solutions. Again, a committed, devoted partner. So again, this is either traits that we're embodying or someone that might be coming in or someone we've already been dealing with. But, I don't know, this Five of Swords here and needing to make a decision because this, and this are connected. So if this determines this, so if we can move forward, and maybe this is us finding our stability or moving towards someone who's like this and not dealing with people that are going to leave us all jacked up, you know, then we can have passion and forward movement. Well, this could be, again, ideas or things that we're working on. If we're talking about business-wise, we'll get up here afterwards. So down here is how you should be presenting yourself. We got the Hermit in reverse. So, you know, this is about isolation, loneliness, withdrawal, or a phase of introspection. Focusing inward, looking for answers within, understanding the truth and wisdom that you seek is within you. I'm going to talk about here the spiritual enlightenment with the Chariot and the Fool. So again, this is how we should be presenting ourselves with knowledge of self, applying lessons learned through an experience here where perhaps things turned out kind of crappy, or there was some kind of injustice here, or it was something we refused to look at and see that caused burdens and conflict and feeling all some kind of way. Contemplation of motivations, values, and principles. Again, soul searching. Journey of self-discovery. It's like the Fool. Meditation, contemplation, or seeking solitude from others. Maybe we need to take some time and be on our own for a while. Learn how to stand on our own. Again, self-reflecting. Look at life with deeper spiritual perspective. Content with being alone or with those on your level. Especially if we've outgrown. Again, you can't grow with people. You got to grow apart from them, right? You know, looking at life's path and purpose. So this is, we're needing to kind of, again, look within, apply some wisdom here, and get a move on into something, into manifesting something, choosing a direction, choosing a path. You know, and make sure it's in alignment with our values and what it is that we want. You know, don't stay in lose-lose situations. Now, King of Cups is how others see you. Well, they see you as someone that doesn't repress their emotions. King can be male, female, again, doesn't matter. Doesn't repress his emotions. Has learned to accept and deal with things in a mature way. They've got themselves, they're emotionally balanced, you know, they're in check. Considerate of other people. Strong bonds in a relationship based on temperance and understanding. So, this is how other people see you. So you're a person capable of being the King of Cups. Perhaps you're a person who's the King of Pentacles too. Again, I don't know if this is you here. And again, King could be male, female, doesn't matter. Someone that doesn't repress but expresses, again, their emotions, has an open heart and mind. Someone who's level-headed, uses emotional intellect to make smart decisions. So again, at least they see you as someone great. So again, if this is someone else you're dealing with, then you need to get away from that. Um, you're showing up all right as far as how you're being viewed. So you can't be the jerk in this scenario. Well, that's good. See, I told you in the beginning I didn't think that was the side of the coin you fell on. But hey, like I said, I got to put it out there because I don't know who's watching. The Tower in reverse is in your hopes and fears. So this is, you're hoping to avoid a disaster or you're fearing change. Again, but don't do that. Don't fear being alone or getting out of a situation just because you don't want to be by yourself. Like again, it ain't worth it. Mm-mm. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Let me tell you, it ain't worth it. Now, delaying the necessary distraction, the need to go through difficulty to learn a lesson, something that's important. Don't resist it, even if it's shocking or hard to deal with, because it's a important part of your life journey. It's about being afraid of change, even though we want it. But you're here, you're being the fool. I think that something's got to give, a move, a change over here. Thinking big, taking a risk, because with this being in reverse, you somewhat can control the impact a bit because it's you're making the choice. It's not the universe doing it for you, even though it might be starting some kind of shakeup, or maybe you're just deciding on your own. But again, you can lessen the blow if you prepare for it, because you know it's on the horizon. So, resisting again due to our fears, pains, or discomfort. But the outcome is the Knight of Wands. So hopefully this is you taking some action. And it's not some player coming in, or this person. Knight of Wands again is in pursuit of an idea. Committed, determined. It's also the act first, think later type. So watch out if we're dealing with somebody like that. Don't let anybody come rushing in. But, I think this should be you taking action. But be methodical in your approach, obviously. Ambition that needs to be channeled the right way. It's also about a hasty change of job or residence. You, again, or the person you know, somebody's moving or something's changing here with the Chariot and the Knight of Wands. Because we got two cards of movement. Again, somebody might be, we're going to talk about here in our fears. There's two people falling out of the house. Again, could be, again, an ending of a relationship that was difficult. Again, a divorce, somebody starting over, somebody changing residence. So, but yeah, you still come out looking good over here. You come out in the upright, so this is good. Go with the flow, as resistance is useless. I need to react quickly. You know what I'm saying? But here we have the Dragon's Duel and the challenge position, inner conflict, morality, and conscious choice. So again, is that fear of choice, the fear of making a change, but knowing we got to. Mm-hmm. 23. Oh, either position. It's the ally or challenger. The Dragon's Duel takes place at the proverbial fork in the road. Look at that. Same thing. It's both ally and challenger at once, as it represents the tension of opposites. Even though the truth is that we live in unity, we experience duality of faith and doubt, love and fear, right and wrong, black and white. This aspect of your current experience asks you to accept that although You may be going one way, another may call you to change direction. Now is the time to inquire whether it's your ego or your soul leading you. There are always choices in life. Decision making also solves inner conflict. If you're torn between two dragons, the one that you choose to feed will be the one that wins. Which is it? It's not the one that serves the highest of your intentions. Deliberately feed the other, and the duel will be won in your favor. And they're telling you that you're ready. Whatever it is, you're ready. Whatever this decision is, whatever this move you got to make, whatever this next phase is, whatever this leap of faith is, you're ready. You're ready. So be optimistic. I expect good things to happen, and they do. And always stand in your integrity. I trust my ability to know what is true for me. Love. Love is the answer to all my questions. Don't stay in loveless situations. Don't stay in situations where you're not being loved. Move towards that. Love yourself. You know what I'm saying? And have hope. I trust that God has a wonderful solution and brilliant plans in store for me. And miracle. I trust in God to know the perfect solution to this situation. And gratitude. As I notice and appreciate my blessings, I open the door to more of God's gifts. So again, it's about being grateful if we're getting out of a situation. Be grateful that we've, learned something here. Be grateful we won't repeat it again. Be grateful for what you got. It's just trying to, again, ease the blow here of whatever it is that we're dealing with. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in love right now. I mentioned here the King of Pentacles. He's all about finances, stability. So I don't know if this is you that needs to get that right. Again, I don't know if we were dealing with work situations. But obviously they want to draw attention to finances and true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So maybe if we get our finances together, we'll come across true love. Or, again, this is the person you're dealing with. Yeah, if they're coming in with improved finances, again, maybe there was some kind of other situations. A lot of people are in codependent situations. Maybe that's changing for some. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a high level commitment. Well, if we can heal before we deal, then yes. Or, again, maybe somebody's getting stable and looking to offer some kind of something to somebody. Commitment of sorts or love of some sorts. And then we're needing to decide. Well, this is just in general. If we've moved on from something that wasn't serving our highest and best, then yes, we're moving towards true love. We're focusing on ourselves, getting our money right, and, have the ability to manifest better things here. If we release our ex, the time has come to clear your energy. Now, again, this could be releasing all the extra shit that we carry on ourselves, the shadow stuff that we're needing to heal so that we're not finding ourselves in situations that are toxic or unhealthy or behaving in ways that are toxic and unhealthy. So it's getting rid of whatever got to go within us, healing a situation with someone we were dealing with, letting go of somebody who wasn't treating us right so that we can, again, move towards true love and do better. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So again, some people might have been being used and abandoned. Again, if we're dealing with narcissists or anything like that, or people that were just with people for financial situations, where they didn't really love them. And maybe we find that out. People that wasn't serving our interests, and maybe those people are now leaving. Maybe we're getting divorces. As we're finding out the truth about a situation. Or if we're looking to heal something with someone, it's drawing attention to that there's no love being expressed here, that we're needing to heal a situation if we're wanting it to get better. Because we also have here forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moments again, whether this is just in this situation and now we're moving on to something else, or we're dealing with somebody, looking to work something out. Well, whatever it is, it's something that we need to look in within ourselves about the situation, learn from it. What did it teach you about you and about other people? And apply that. And maybe flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Release this situation and be open to change or new people or new situations. Or, again, if we're trying to mend a situation, it is general. So there could be so many scenarios going on here. Heal away addictions. It's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing. Now, if you're addicted to drama or addicted to toxic people or whatever it is that we need to look at within ourselves, we need to heal that. Any stinking thinking or low self-esteem or anything like that, we need to heal that as well. Whatever is blocking you or keeping you from being the fool and manifesting and taking charge and getting stuff in order and having people that are around you that are good. You know what I'm saying? Vegetarian, vegan, fresh organic fruits and vegetables give you a boost of high life force energy, which elevates your spiritual frequency. So this is about getting our health right, mind, body, soul, financial, whatever it is. It's about getting healthy and self-care. Maybe we're needing to change up our diet. Maybe we're addicted to drowning our sorrows in the vino or in the cookies or who knows what over here. Maybe again we need to get our health, and heal from all this shite. Cut your cords. Ask Archangel Michael to clear old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns. So again, if you're the one doing this shady stuff, you need to heal that before you leave some more casualties in the war that you're having with yourself. Or we're needing to again figure out our own stuff so that we stop entertaining situations or finding ourselves in situations. You know what I'm saying? Throat chakra. The angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth. So again, this is about standing your integrity, speaking your truth, not being afraid to stand up for yourself or you know what I'm saying? And if you get nervous, focus on service. Put your entire intention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? The law of attraction will automatically take care of your needs. So again, if we're sitting thinking worst case scenarios or ruminating thoughts or in the wilderness or whatever it is, we need to shift that and put our attention somewhere else, something that's going to actually manifest something that's good for us, whether that's exercise or meditation or working on a project or focusing on career. It's like whatever it is that can distract you from any negative, do that. Past life issue. The situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from your past experiences. Now, of course, you incarnate in this lifetime with karma. Karma is being created with every choice and decision that you make. So not only are you trying to heal stuff that you did before in another life, but whatever you're doing now is going to affect you in this life and the next life. So that's why, again, it's all about learning so we don't have to repeat. And for a lot of people, dealing with karmic situations where it's about boundaries and self-love and self-respect and child, again, you're born into an environment where this past life issue can play out again in this life, creating that monster, so to speak, in regards to, again, our own self-worth and value and how we show up. It's, again, understanding the spiritualness behind everything and knowing that whatever it is that you got to go through or whatever it is that you're dealing with, it's something that's meant to teach you something about yourself, and it's having to do with some kind of past life karma that you brought in this life. As in, for most people, it's usually self-love, self-respect. Some people, it's financial stuff. Some people, it's spiritual stuff. I mean, everybody's got a bunch of things. It's whatever class you came to learn here and whatever you didn't learn the last time. So that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Earth Angel, you're a light worker who's come to Earth to teach about love. So especially if you're a twin flame or, you know what I'm saying, you're somebody who does light work, someone who's called to that. Um, Again, you might be called to that here. The stars that are on this canopy symbolizes the celestial, you know, and leaving behind the earthly. Maybe someone leaving some kind of career for something that's more spiritually based. You know, so this stuff can play out many ways. So that you are a light worker. So you're here for a reason to do some kind of something for everybody. The collective heart chakra. The angel that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. So whatever it is that we're needing to get out of, release, change, do that. Focus on healing. Focus on you. Be optimistic. Focus on the present moment and what you can create in the future. Future looking, future movement. Future movement. You know, again, learn the lessons, apply it. Leave your heart open so that you can embrace new opportunities that might be coming your way. Don't lose sight of who you are, my dear. And on that note, I send you love and light, which is healing and lifetime regards to listening. Anything else you might be going through, again, please like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment if you'd like an opportunity to win the next contest. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.